But I also want you to meet somebody else here. If you could, let me introduce you to Andrew Search. Come on over here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Now that's a great looking suit, isn't it? Okay. Now I got to tell you, Andrew knows everything about football. He was picking out Paul Hornung earlier. He was telling everybody about their positions, Kellen Winslow, everything. But Andrew had a dream with his dad. His dad wanted to bring Andrew to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
His dad was named Mitchell. And before they got to come, unfortunately, Andrew's dad contracted stage 4 colon cancer. So Andrew's grandmother, who is in the audience today, brought him to the Pro Football Hall of Fame on your own, right?
Yeah.
And he went through and dutifully took notes, took pictures. He went back to his dad's hospital room and told him all about the Pro Football Hall of Fame so he could check off his dad's list, his bucket list, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And as you can see, his mom wrote me just 2 months ago. Andrew's dad passed away a few months ago. What you did for our son, I can never thank you enough. Andrew is still a nonstop sponge for football. I would like to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. His time at the Hall of Fame will never be forgotten, and I can't wait to bring him back. So Andrew, we're sorry about the loss of your dad, but we want you to know that you've got this game. And I want to introduce you to some special people. This is Anthony Munoz right here. You mind standing up, brother? Anthony Munoz never knew his dad, but he grew up to be a Hall of Famer, one of the best tackles in the history of the game. And let me tell you, he is an incredible, incredible dad, okay? Let me introduce you to Steve Largent. This is a wonderful guy. Steve Largent's dad left at an early age and unfortunately had to deal with an alcoholic stepfather. He grew up to be a Hall of Famer, one of the best receivers ever. And he also was a 4-term congressman. And let me tell you, he's one of the best dads that I know. Let me introduce you to Curtis Martin. This is another great man, Andrew. This guy was raised by his mother. His dad left. He is a Hall of Famer, and he's a great dad to 2 girls. Let me introduce you to Randy Moss. Randy? You know Randy Moss, right? One of our enshrinees?
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, my mom went to the same college at the same time.
No kidding, at Marshall? Okay, let's sit down then. Well, let me tell you, Randy Moss, probably about 3 weeks ago, talked to 2,000 kids and their dads about the fact that he didn't know his dad. And let me tell you, he's not only a Hall of Famer, but he's an incredible dad to 8 boys, or 8 kids, one of whom his son's going to be his presenter here today. Thank you, Randy. God bless. So Andrew, here's the message out of this. You know, we're never going to forget your dad, okay, Mitchell? But what we're going to do is we're going to help you grow up to be a Hall of Famer. Maybe not a Hall of Fame football player. Maybe it's a Hall of Fame broadcaster. Maybe it's a commissioner. Maybe it's a whole other thing. Scratch the last one. Let me share with you, son. We get fined for stuff like that, okay? But here's what I want you to know, okay? You too can have a Hall of Fame life, and you too can grow up to be a great dad like these guys. And so I'm gonna give you this pen, and this pen is like all these Hall of Famers. So you gotta live a life of character. Can you do that?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask somebody very special who I've known for almost 3 decades, and to me stands for more character and more integrity and more love for in this game than anybody I've ever known. Commissioner, would you mind coming and pin this on Andrew? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, the reason I wanted you to do that is because you might stick him, and, you know, you got more lawyers than I do.
Andrew, it's a privilege to be up here, despite your comments, by the way.
I didn't want to be a commissioner. I didn't say it was a bad thing.
No, that's okay. That's good. We're working our way out of this, Andrew. That's good. But that's good. But listen, we're so proud of you, and it's a privilege for me to be up here and to put that pin on you. And we're so proud of you and the great football fan that you are, and the fact that you were so close to your father, Mitchell, and your relationship was very important, obviously. And so we know how football plays a big role in your life. And last year we started this program where we were going to give out 500 Super Bowl tickets, where the game meant so much to people, fans, to members of our military, law enforcement, first responders, people involved with youth football. And we have been so inspired by your story with your father and sharing the game of football and what it means to you, that we want you to be the first recipient of 2 tickets for this year's Super Bowl in Atlanta in memory of your dad. So there you go.
Thank you, Commissioner. You're a class act every step of the way. Andrew, where's Andrew go? You might want to apologize to the commissioner now, okay? Very, very classy, very, very fun, exciting.